Hey, what's up, everyone? Get comfortable here. It's me, the Hopologist, Philly Phil, doing my first actual vlog. Um, my goal is to do a daily vlog. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but it might be, even if it's just like 5 minutes. So I've never done like an actual sit down vlog before, where talk about my day. And I guess vlog is just a video blog, so I guess it doesn't have to be about my day necessarily. But in general, I want to do more of this so I can get used to recording myself, used to talking to the microphone. Um, looking at the talking to the microphone, looking at the camera instead of looking at the monitor, which I actually have down here. You can't actually see it, but if I look at it, this is where I'm looking. I don't want that. So, and then, yeah, just kind of get used to just talking like this, I suppose. I do it on the podcast already, um, so it's kind of the same thing, but usually I can look at notes and things like that, so I don't have to look at an actual camera. But that's what this is for. So I just got off work a little bit ago. It's Thursday. What's the date today? I know it's almost February, January. Yeah, so January 31st. It is cold as shit outside. I know it's like -6 right now. Wind chills over the last couple of days got like to like negative like 25, 40 in some places. It's kind of insane. And I'm here chilling, doing my first vlog, doing that before my wife comes home and the cats start going crazy. Although they are, yeah, you don't hear them now because they've kind of calmed down. But 5 o'clock is their feeding time. It's about 15 till, so they are definitely hungry. Um, you might hear my alarm go off actually too. Let me turn that. Well, I'll deal with it when it comes in. So, if you see my videos, I'm not sure how many videos I have right now, but if you haven't seen my videos and you don't know who I am, I encourage you to check out my very first video. It's, I want to say, about an hour-ish long. I talk about who I am as far as in the beer world goes, how I got started and everything, and I do some beer reviews and talk about some stuff. But overall, I'm a beer drinker, craft beer drinker, a good beer drinker, not just craft beer, a good beer drinker. And so I like a lot of imports, like a lot of German styles, especially a lot of Belgian styles as well as American styles. So I just like beer. I don't think I've had a style that I really don't like. Um, if it's well made, it's well made, and I can totally dig it. So that's what I'm about. I've been selling beer for 3 years, and this is just like the nutshell version. Been selling beer for just over 3 years, going on 3.5, for a distributor, and I've been drinking beer since about 2009, I want to say. Um, I started learning about beer probably late 2009, early 2010, where I got really interested in like what the ingredients are. Why does this taste different? Why does this smell like this? Why does it look like this? That's kind of what got me really going when I'm not sure what I was drinking. I wish I would have done like a daily vlog like this back then, or like even a blog or a journal or something. But something back then, I drank and I was just like, why on earth? Like, how can a beer taste like this? How can it smell and look like this? What makes it look like this versus this? And the whole world just open to me. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of me in a nutshell. My goal eventually, just to be a beer ambassador. That might change. Who knows? Right now, I'm just kind of working on like personal branding, things like that. Talking about beer and talking about things I like. So, speaking of beer, let's crack one open. I got today the Left Hand Chai Milk Stout. Make sure that's nice and camera and level there. Oh, look at that autofocus. This is the Left Hand Brewing out of Longmont, Colorado. They're well known for their Milk Stout Nitro. As far as I know, they're the first brewery in the world to have a nitro like bottle that doesn't have like a widget or anything in it. And for those not familiar, Guinness, the world's most popular, well-known nitro stout, they call it draft stout, or some people say it's drought. And I'm like, that doesn't sound appetizing, but it's spelled DRAUGHT. I just call it draft. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm not, whatever. But that's the world's most popular stout, I think, in general, actually. and it's a Irish dry stout put on nitro, and they have them in like cans like this, a little bigger than this, and then they also have them in bottles. But they have this little like widget, and you can hear it actually. I'm not sure if you can hear it while it's full, but when you open it and you like pour it out when you're done drinking it, you can like turn your can around. You can hear this little thing knocking around. That's a widget, and what that does is when you open the can, you're essentially, your cans are going to be pressurized. So when you open that can, all that pressure gets released. That widget releases nitrogen as well as you're doing that, and that's what we hear, that like, which you hear in a sec actually. But it makes this really cool noise, and that's the nitrogen. Then you pour it out and it does the whole cascading thing, which I'll show you as well. But left hand, getting back to them, which, you know, I have a left hand jacket. I should have put the left hand jacket on. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh well. Whatevs. There's next time. So, left hand, Longmont, Colorado. I forget how long they've been brewing. I'm not sure if that's on here. I should know this. I sell this brand. Oh, there it goes. I sell this brand. I should know how long they've been open. 1993. That's what's up. That's what's up. They've been brewing beer since 1993. Their nitro milk stout is America's milk stout, or America's nitro stout, and it's 6%. It's got this wonderful flavor. It's like a little dark chocolate, a little roasty, velvety smooth, as a nitro beer should be. You know, and I don't mind Guinness. You know, Guinness reminds me a lot of like dark lagers than it does like a stout, to be honest, because it's not too, to be honest, it's not very flavorful. It's a great, I think it's a good representation of an Irish dry stout. But, you know, I've had better Irish dry stouts. And this one being on nitro, usually on nitro, the flavors get a little muted. They're a little softer, more approachable. So if you've ever had like a nitro IPA, which are normally bitter and harsh, a nitro IPA is going to be a lot softer on the palate. So all those kind of harsh, bitter flavors are dulled down a little bit, and you get more of the actual hop flavors and things like that. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so they're well known for that. A couple years ago, or maybe last year, I forget. No, before, it was way before. It's been a few years. They started doing a nitro seasonal series. There's been Hardwired, which is out now actually. It was in bottles, now in cans. That's their nitro coffee porter. Super delicious. Tastes like cold brew, like coffee. It's really good. They've had was it a Scotch ale? They had a Scotch ale. They had a Belgian double. I was really impressed. We didn't get that one in cans, but we got it on draft and I got to try it, and that was really, really good. But they've been doing these different ones. They had a blackcurrant blonde, I think, which was okay. I didn't care for it. I think it could have used a little more blackcurrant. To be honest with you, very like super, super light. And honestly, I feel like that, and a lot of us on the inside were like, oh, blackcurrant, we saw that, and I was like, is that gonna be a blackcurrant stout? Because we love us some blackcurrant, and the flavors in that one was just a little muted. Nothing against Left Hand, we can't all make the best stuff, but that one I personally was not a fan of. So let's open this bad boy. The Nitro Chai Milk Stout. This one's only 5% stout brewed with spices. Let me get this close so you can actually hear that noise I'm talking about. It's really cool. Yeah, that was really cool. There we go. Now, what you'll notice in a lot of American nitro beers, let me pour this with the other side so you can see. Dumped it in. So you want to hard pour these bad boys. I'll get back to what I was saying. Oh yeah. You can already kind of see it. Let that stop. I can fill that up. Oop, got some on my hands because I wasn't paying attention. It's my fault for. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, that's the cascading effect that you see. All the bubbles rising to the top to get this super nice soft head there that you can see. Look at that. Set that down for a sec. Let that settle. Wipe my hands. I don't have any napkins. I should have been prepared with napkins. So with these cans, at least in America, at least the smart ones, they have a new thing which is really cool, and I might be able to actually show you. I lost my good knife, so I got this little tiny sucker. Um, is that they changed these widgets in the cans. They're really fucking cool. So instead of the floating ball, so their cans actually have widgets in them, but their bottles still don't. But they changed the widget so that when you have it, it's ooh, don't cut yourself. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Cut away from yourself, though. Golly. All right, there we go. So the widget's at the bottom of the can, and because of that, while it might be a 16-ounce can or even like a 12-ounce can, depending on the brewery, there's not going to be as much beer in them. And this is just for your general knowledge. I'm not giving away any secrets. If you cut it open or look at the actual packaging, you can tell. There we go. So this one, it's a 16-ounce can, but it's only 13.65 ounces. Because they have, make sure you can see that, the widget there in the bottom, and that's what's releasing the CO2. But they also leave just a little bit of headspace so that when you open it, it doesn't overflow like it's happened before. It's happened to me before. I opened a nitro can and it just blows up. It doesn't blow up, but it just starts like foaming over out of the top. So just something cool to see if you've never seen it before. Make sure cut away from yourself. Wear cutting gloves. Be safe. So let's drink this bad boy. Looking good. Yeah, look at that nice pour. This mug I actually got. I have two of these. Actually, one's down here somewhere. I thought. Yeah. So I actually have two of these mugs. So this one, I believe, is from one of my best friends, Austin. His bachelor party. No, his wedding. I think. Wedding. Yeah, I think it was part of the wedding. I was in his wedding party, and so we all got one of these. Or I forget if it was at the wedding or before for the bachelor party. I'm not sure, but we all got one of these, and this is what we drank out of all night. Then this one was from my other good friend Dan, his bachelor party, which turn around you can actually see. It's got the little spot you can use like chalk or something to put your name on it. And so these were a gift for the groomsmen. From that party, so kind of cool. And actually, oddly enough, they were like a couple years apart, or maybe a year or so apart. Like it was a couple years. I'm not sure. Who cares? So let's get into this bad boy. Oh man, it smells so good. If you like chai, you will love this. And I have had this beer multiple times already, but never done an official video vlog review. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the aroma it's almost like chai and milk, like, to be like completely honest. It's like a good chai tea that you've added milk to. That's what it smells like. Oh, there's my buddy. You want to say hi? This is Tashi. He's our really cute Siamese, about 3 years old. He is hungry. He likes to eat. Likes to steal his sister's food a lot of times. And he's very cute. Doop 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 doop. Yeah, I know. All right, I'll put you down. Are you camera shy? Oh, buddy. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's named Tashi after Tashi Station, as in I was gonna go to Tashi Station and get some power converters. Star Wars reference. If you don't know now, you know. You should know. Anyway, yeah, it smells delicious. Let's drink this bad boy. Make sure when you drink these beers, beer should have a nice layer of head, good finger or so of head. You want to get under the head when you're drinking, so you're not just like slurping up foam. Ah, look at that! Oh, look at that bad boy. So it tastes like it tastes like chai. I wouldn't say it tastes like chai tea, because chai tea is, I think, is a little more spicy than this, but it reminds me of chai tea in the sense that it tastes almost like a very a very milk diluted chai tea, but cold. and it's very soft. It's very approachable. The chai is not overly, it's not overly spiced, I guess. So it's not like crazy. I've had a couple chai beers that the chai is just so in your face. It's like adding too much cinnamon. It's just like, whoa, like that is, it's spicy. Like it's actually spicy. This one's not. It's very soft, very smooth. Just the right amount of spice flavor, a little dark roast in there. But again, nothing that's going to be super offensive. If you've never drank a stout in your life, you might not like this. But if you drink stouts and you like nitro stouts and you like a little chai spice or like to mix it up, this is really good. I would even say if you like stouts and you like Christmas beers, not the same spices obviously, but they're kind of similar where it's just that nice subtle, you know, hol- holiday spice note. Something fell. I don't know what it was. I think I know what it was actually, but I can't see it from here. So one of the cats is doing some stuff, but that's okay. So, and to get on to what I want to talk about, I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna. Oh my God! Not sure how I'm gonna do these vlogs. I might talk about my day. I might talk about something in the industry, but this particular topic it's actually going to be on my next podcast. So I've already recorded that part. I might say it a little more eloquently on camera since I'm not going to be doing really any editing. Although I didn't edit the podcast either, so we'll see. But is the notion? I'm trying to make this quick. The notion of if get it, I would just say getting or asking for free stuff from breweries or distributors, and I guess not asking, but being entitled and feeling that you are entitled to free things and free stuff from breweries and when I say brewery, I mean like from actual like breweries that make beer, cider makers, mead makers, which is honey wine makers, and like liquor, like spirits. Um, Spirit makers? I'm not sure what to call them. Liquorists? I don't know. But there's that whole notion of that entitlement where it's like, hey, I sell your product, you know, I deserve a free case of glassware, or I deserve like a stack of like bottle openers, or something. I deserve a free tour in the what do you call it, the VIP treatment at your brewery. It's happened a lot. It's happened to me before too, where I was in a situation, no longer, but I was in a situation where the buyer of this account, every time I would go in, every week, sometimes twice a week, just to make sure they were good, was, hey Phil, do you got any free beer today? Got any samples today? And I'm like, if I had samples, you would have seen them in my hand. I don't have samples. Or yeah, or he, like, maybe I had this jacket on. He's like, hey, I like that jacket. Can I get one of those? I'm like, or how'd you get one of those? Like, I'm like, I paid for it because I did. Just like I paid for this hat, just like I paid for this Stone shirt as well. Just like I paid for just about all of my beer swag or clothing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not gonna lie, we've gotten some free stuff before. Sure, I'm a distributor, and our breweries and our brewery partners like to treat us right because we're treating them right. But that's kind of how it works, which kind of gets to my point, where it's a two-way street. Like, if you work at a restaurant, own the restaurant, manage it, whatever, or a package store, bar, whatever, and let's just use Founders for an example. Founders is our biggest brand. I work in Indiana for Cavalier Distributing, awesome company. We sell some kick-ass brands. Founders being the top as far as sales goes. So Founders, Grand Rapids, they're a big ass brewery. They opened up, they have that Grand Rapids location, and they have the one in Detroit now. It's been open for a couple years. They are pretty much in, I think, all but like 5 or 8 states. Like, they're all over the place, which is super cool. Awesome brand. So with them, for example, we'll go. Let's just say, let's say I'm the manager or owner or whatever. I buy the beer. I'm the buyer. So I'm like, Founders is awesome. Let me buy it. I'm gonna buy Founders. Let's just say I work at a restaurant, like a bar, and a good craft beer bar. I'm like, Founders is kicking ass. So let me put all day IPA on tap, permanent line, And let me go ahead, I'll do solid gold as well, because I'm not going to be selling Bud Light and stuff like that. So let me put solid gold on as well, permanent handle. Maybe I'll throw one more on as a rotator. So I got all day, which is their number one. Solid gold, which is an awesome, 4.2, I think 4.7%. No, all day's 4.7. This is like, I think it's like 4 even. I should know this. But you have an awesome premium lager that's approachable for people that want to drink domestic style beers. And then I have like a rotator for like seasonals, specialty beers or whatever, because they have a lot to play with. I put that on and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna price this beer properly so I can sell it. I'm gonna do a special on Mondays and Wednesdays because those are my slow days, to bring people in. And then I'll go ahead, I'll add another special on Friday or Saturday just to take advantage of that volume of business and sell even more, right? Let's do a couple events. I'm gonna hit up the brewery rep or hit up my distributor rep. Let's set up a couple events. I have this other thing, this festival that I run to, and I'd love to have founders there. Do all this stuff. Glassware, sure, I'll buy a couple cases of glassware so I can really represent your brand. Oh yeah, go ahead and throw me on 2 cases of each, of the glassware sizes. I'll do that too. If you're doing that, like if I'm doing that, and the distributor rep comes in and is like, man, you're just kicking some ass. Your sales are out of this world. You're over like 40% from last year. That's so awesome. Like, has our founders rep stopped in, in a while? Like, no, but that's okay. It's cool. A founders rep comes in and is like, dude, you're kicking so much ass. Like, whatever you need, we got you. You're like, let us know, kind of thing. And that's happened before. Now, nothing illegal, because in Indiana we can't sell glass, or in Indiana we can't give away glassware. It's not a weird law, but I think it's a great law because it still happens somewhat legally, but not really. I don't know. We don't do it, so I don't know how the other distributors get away with it. But like that's one of those things. But anything else, like whatever you need, you want to set up an event and have myself and the brewery rep show up, like we're there. Like we're gonna make it happen. Like you want some shirts? Not to say that that's something that they do. I don't think they do. I've not seen it personally. It's like we might be able to get you a couple shirts for an event type deal and have all the bartenders wear shirts. Like that'd be kind of cool. Does it happen? No, not all the time. Can it happen? Maybe. Again, I'm not saying they do this or not. I haven't seen it in my territory, so I don't know. And Indiana laws are different, so they might do that in other states. But and I'm kind of referencing a specific account of mine that I do have right now as a distributor rep, that he's all on board with selling the product, buying the glassware if he needs to, not bitching about buying glassware because he knows it's not free. If there's a big founders event and all the team members want a founders shirt to rock while they're pouring beer that night or doing whatever, serving tables, he's like, yeah, well, like, oh, cats, no, oh no. All right, it's quiet now. Anyway. Anyway, it's like, yeah, I'll get all the sizes, I'll buy the shirts, how much? That's what it's all about. Like, that's what it is. And so anything, if he goes to the brewery, I don't know, my guess is he's going to get taken care of. Like, he's going to get that VIP treatment whenever he decides to go to the brewery. And it's like, hey, Phil, I'm heading up to Founders. Can you talk to our Founders rep and see what's up, see what's good? In fact, he probably wouldn't even say. He probably wouldn't even ask, which is what I love, which is what we love on this side of the end, on this side of the spectrum, whatever. Is that he would be like, yeah, I'm actually going to Founders this weekend, or next weekend, or whatever. And me being me and the relationship that we have and me knowing him being cool, I'm going to reach out to someone and be like, hey, my guy is going to Founders. He's been kicking ass. And odds are I would have to just talk to the rep because the rep already knows. The Founders rep already knows he's doing a good job. So I'd be like, hey, so-and-so is going to Founders next weekend. Want to let you know in case there's something you can do for him because he's been kicking ass. And I'd really love if he was able to get taken care of somehow. And they would totally do it. You know, this is no inside baseball. This is how this is. I wouldn't say this is how business works, but this is how businesses can show appreciation. But on the other side of the spectrum, if you or someone, not say you, because I want to like point at you and blame you. If someone is selling founders, they're doing like an okay job, and they're just being, or they're doing a really good job, but they're total assholes. Like, that just ruins it. Totally ruins it for everyone. And I know for me, where I have these good accounts, but the buyers are just like straight up dicks. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out. I'll do what I can. Let's set this event up. I'll show up, do my thing, schmooze and booze. But in my head, I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. For like someone like that first example, hell yeah. He calls me up like it's 5, just after 5 right now, and he calls me up and he's like, hey, this is so out of character, and he's like an hour away. I know he wouldn't even do it, but if he did, he'd be like, hey, sorry, I set up a crazy impromptu founders event this weekend, or like for tonight, and I was really hoping I could get you or the founders rep in, just to talk to people about the beer, because we're doing like a food pairing, and I want someone to really explain the beers. It starts in 2 hours. What do you think? I live an hour away, mind you. I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Fuck yeah, like in a heartbeat, because that's how it works. When you're a kind person, you do a good job, you work hard, you hustle. Everyone sees it. Everyone knows it. People in general gravitate towards those people, and that's where I kind of want to make that point where, like, because just this last week, I had another rep a brewery rep call me and was like, hey, I just want to talk about this person at this account because they're gonna visit our place, and they legit hit me up and was like, hey, I'm going to your brewery, what can you comp for me? And I'm like, ew, like, no, it's not how you do this. Like, if you're a good supporting account, you shouldn't even have to ask. Like, no offense, there's nothing wrong with asking, but you should never expect anything free, like, ever. And so that just left a bad taste in my mouth, because, like, so far, I mean, it's a pretty good relationship with that account, and I'm not judging, but kind of judging. It's just like, that's not how we do things. It's like, hey. He starts to get chasey when he's hungry. It's whatever. It happens all the time. But that's just how it works. And if you work at a bar, liquor store, or whatever, and you don't realize this, like, here it is. Do a good job. Sell the product, like whatever brand that you really like, that you want to. Even if inside you're like, I deserve to be taken care of. Like, even if that's the case, which that you shouldn't, but even if that's the case, if you're doing your part and making sure the brand is succeeding, putting up displays, running specials, awesome shelf spots, awesome cooler spots, or if you're at a bar, you have those permanent handles, you have specials, you're talking about it, it's actually moving, and you're doing events, you're doing all this and that, like promoting the brand, if like, and trust me on this, like, it works. If you go somewhere, you're gonna get something. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be. It could be your first free beer, or your first beer is free. You could get a discount at the gift shop. Maybe half off food. Maybe maybe get some free food, a free tour, whatever, a special tour. For yourself and maybe a few friends that you bring. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, look, there's nothing wrong with asking. Again, just do it in the right way if you're going to ask. Odds are, if you're a good account and you hit up, myself, like your distributor rep, or you hit up the actual brewery rep if you have their contact, and be like, hey, I'm going up to brewery A this weekend. I'm not expecting anything. I just wanted to see if you guys did anything for good supporting accounts. If not, no problem. I budgeted. Yeah. Wow. I budgeted to make sure I have enough money to spend. You know, I'm planning to spend some money, but just checking to see if you guys did anything. That's it. That's what we want. You know, if you're not gonna ask, you know, and you're doing a good job, I would try to hook you up for sure with something. Whoa. But if you did ask, ask like that. Don't be a dick, because we don't like it, and we might say yes, or we might just be like, yeah, unfortunately, we don't really do anything, or it'll be like, yeah, I'll make sure to get like your first couple drinks, like you personally, first couple drinks, something like that. When if you were an awesome person, you might have gotten more. So, you know, this is, I think what it really comes down to is just being a good person. You know, if you're entitled and you think you deserve shit, you don't. You know, odds are the people that don't that think they don't deserve stuff, or wouldn't even ask for it, they're the ones that actually deserve it. I mean, no one really deserves anything, but you know, they're the ones that are gonna get taken care of. And if you aspire to be that person, don't be a dick. It's not hard. I think that's really all I got to say about that. I said that so much better on this video than I did on my podcast, so I might consider stripping the audio for this and using it for the podcast instead of what I recorded, because I recorded some straight garbage. I was really tired when I did it. This beer is delicious. So again, I had nitro milk stout. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, shit. There's still, oh God. There's still a little beer in there from the little foam. Oops. Have to wipe that up when I'm done with this. Chai Nitro Milk Stout from Left Hand Brewing. Love it. It's so good. 5%. Nice, light chai spiced stout. Yeah, that's it. Hit me up. If you're looking at this video, you know my name is Hopologist. That's what I am on most platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for sure. If you search me up at Hopologist, find me, follow me. Fuck, you don't even have to follow me, but if you want to, cool. You know, subscribe to this channel if you like this video. Hoping to do more of these. Again, I don't know if I can do them daily because that's a little rough, but I do want to get in the habit of just sitting down for, well, this is going on, yeah, a little past half. This is going a little past half hour. Hey! No edits. I'm not even going to touch it because I just want to get it out there. So, but yeah, this is my official vlog. VLOG? Yeah, it's a G. First vlog, actually sitting down doing this thing, although I guess my other videos could count as a vlog, but you know, who really knows. Eventually, I do want to get, because I have ideas, but you know, like I said, I'm just trying to get used to filming myself. I do actually want to do more, like doing a vlog like this, but having like a B-roll type deal. Which you don't know what B-roll is. It's like when when you see like a video and it's just like music and it's just like scenes of like whatever. That's B-roll. It's not really important stuff, but it kind of helps paint a picture of of what's going on. So like if I went to like a beer fest, I would have it'd almost be like a little music video, but it's just taking those like 2 to 10 second shots of like someone pouring a beer, or you know, of those the whole crowd walking around, you know, or someone talking for like a couple seconds, but you can't really hear their voice. They're just like, do something like that where, you know, depending on like today's episode, you know, where I would be like, I'm not sure what I would have in the background. You know, maybe, you know, when I was talking about the nitro, you know, where it's me, you see pictures of the can or videos of the can, you know, where it's just like, yeah, can, and like, ooh, look at that can, and then like a shot of the beer, and I wouldn't be like floating it, but you know, sitting somewhere, it's just like beer, yeah, you know, whatever. But and then implement those in my videos, but that's gonna be far enough. It's probably a little ways out, maybe not. I just use my phone. If you weren't aware, if you haven't, if I've never said that in my videos, I'm not sure. But I just use my phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S7, so definitely a little old. I want to upgrade, but hey, it's whatever. I also want to get a Samsung watch, but whatever. And a new car and an actual like camera to use, but it's whatever. Although, if someone out there is feeling very philanthropic, I don't want anything fancy. I just want a Canon M50 with the, I think it's the EMF, or no, with the EF adapter, so that I can upgrade my lenses on that. So, and that's really it. I could use a Rode mic, but you know, again, I have the microphone that I'm using now that works just fine for now. So, you know, like a lot of people have said, and something that I know, it's not about the equipment you have, it's what you do with it. So I just have my phone, a little small tripod, a cheapish microphone, the Boya MM1. I think it's the MM1. Yeah, the Boya BY MM1, which is a shotgun microphone that hooks into your phone, or actually hooks into cameras too. They have a little thing for DSLRs, which is really cool, or any camera that has a microphone input. Anyway, getting off topic. Eventually, that's what I'm going to be doing. A little more like outside vlogging, where I'm walking around, talking some stuff, making some really creative videos. But for now, it's just me talking. Not sure if I do it every day. I doubt I'll do a beer review every day. But you know, if every week I can definitely do one. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate you tuning in. If you like this video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Did I go cross-eyed there? Just a sec. I'll have to rewatch it. Whatever. Give me the thumbs up. Hit the little bell if you want to see new videos from me. Get notified when I post something new, which is not often, but again, hopefully, definitely a lot more often. And go ahead and subscribe as well if you want to catch me in your feed when I'm making these videos. So until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy some beer. Leave me a comment with what you're drinking this weekend for the Super Bowl, or what you drank during the Super Bowl. Whatever year it is. It's 2019, baby. I doubt I'll actually watch the game, so I'll probably just drink some bourbon or just chill at home and see what's going on. But we'll see. You never know. Thanks for watching. Peace!